a critical resource for identifying and tracking publicly disclosed software vulnerabilities, was at risk of lapsing. In a recent development, the US government's funding for the Common Vulnerabilities and Exposures (CVE) program, managed by the nonprofit MITRE Corporation, was set to expire on April 16, 2025, raising concerns across the global cybersecurity community about potential disruptions in vulnerability coordination and defense systems. Recognizing the program's vital role, the US Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, intervened at the last moment, extending MITRE's contract for an additional 11 months. This extension ensures the continuation of critical CVE services, allowing for the ongoing identification and cataloging of cybersecurity vulnerabilities essential to both public and private sectors worldwide. This episode underscores the importance of diversified and resilient cybersecurity infrastructures. In Europe, the NIS2 directive mandates the European Union Agency for Cybersecurity, ENISA, to develop and maintain the European Vulnerability Database, EUVD. The security of EU network and information systems is paramount. Vulnerabilities in these systems can lead to significant disruptions, affecting the EU economy, public services, and individual privacy. To address the growing threat landscape, the NIS2 directive introduces higher standards for essential services and new requirements for vulnerability management across member states. Article 12 of the NIS2 directive assigns ENISA the responsibility of developing and maintaining the EUVD. This centralized platform facilitates the voluntary disclosure and registration of publicly known vulnerabilities in ICT products and services. The EUVD includes detailed information such as descriptions of vulnerabilities, affected products or services, severity levels, and available patches or mitigation guidance. It serves as a vital resource for organizations to manage cybersecurity risks effectively. Aligned with international standards like ISO IEC 3111 and ISO IEC 29147, the EUVD promotes coordinated vulnerability disclosure, ensuring that vulnerabilities are addressed responsibly and efficiently. Each member state must designate a CSIRT, Computer Security Incident Response Team, to coordinate national vulnerability disclosures. These coordinators act as trusted intermediaries, facilitating interactions between vulnerability reporters and affected entities. ENISA's designation as a CVE numbering authority empowers it to assign unique identifiers to vulnerabilities, integrating them into global tracking systems and enhancing transparency. Access to the EUVD enables organizations, suppliers, and users to stay informed about vulnerabilities, take appropriate mitigating measures, and strengthen their cybersecurity posture. Through the EUVD, ENISA and the European Union reaffirm their commitment to a secure digital environment, fostering collaboration, trust, and resilience across the cybersecurity landscape. The EUVD complements the Coordinated Vulnerability Disclosure (CVD) process, forming a unified approach to improve digital resilience across the EU. The directive also protects anonymity, encouraging more individuals to report vulnerabilities without fear of exposure. CVD is a structured process through which vulnerabilities are reported and addressed before being disclosed publicly. When a security researcher identifies a new vulnerability, they document their findings in a detailed report. This report can be part of a bug bounty program or an independent disclosure. Upon request, the National CSIRT may act as a coordinator, facilitating communication between the researcher and the affected vendor or service provider. A remediation period is established, allowing the vendor adequate time to develop and implement fixes or mitigation measures for the reported vulnerability. Once remediation is in place, ENISA publishes a vulnerability advisory on the EUVD. This ensures that the broader community is informed and can take necessary precautions. The EUVD acts as the central hub for publicly known vulnerabilities, strengthening transparency and coordination across the EU. Member states are required to establish national CVD policies and designate a CSIRT, as the coordinator. These policies aim to protect researchers from potential legal liabilities and promote responsible disclosure practices. By combining CVD and the EUVD, the EU fosters a unified, responsible approach to cybersecurity. This unified strategy reflects the EU's deep commitment to cybersecurity. CVD helps manage risks proactively, building trust across the cybersecurity ecosystem. The EUVD, developed by ENISA, empowers stakeholders to manage cybersecurity risks transparently and collaboratively. These efforts collectively strengthen Europe's digital security through coordination and shared responsibility.